Islam, a divine balance between this life and the day after. Imagine a way of life that doesn't ask you to escape the world, nor drown in it. A path that nurtures your body and soul, your mind and heart. That's what Islam offers, a divine framework that harmonizes both this life and the one that follows. Islam may seem only about rituals or rules, but at its core, Islam is about balance, purpose, and inner peace. It teaches us how to live meaningfully now while never losing sight of eternity. The Qur'an describes Muslims as a nation of moderation, ummatan wasatan. That means not going to extremes in spirituality or materialism. Islam doesn't tell you to renounce the world, nor does it idolize wealth, pleasure, or power. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Your body has a right over you. Your eyes have a right over you. Your spouse has a right over you." It's about justice to yourself and others, your family, society, and your Creator. Islam teaches you to enjoy the halal pleasures of life, food, art, relationships, nature, while grounding you in ethics, purpose, and humility. Islam gives life good meaning. In the secular societies, meaning often gets blurred. People chase careers, relationships, or experiences, but still feel empty. Islam provides a clear answer. In Qur'an, "I have not created jinn and mankind except to worship me." But worship in Islam isn't confined to the mosque. Smiling at someone, helping a neighbor, even removing harm from a road, all are acts of worship if done with the right intention. Life becomes sacred, infused with spiritual value. Islam aligns you with a higher purpose, not just to be, but to become, to grow, to purify your heart, to serve, and to prepare for the day when all souls return back to their Creator. The afterlife gives better context to this life. Many philosophical questions arise in the West. Why did the good suffer? Why did the corrupt prosper? Islam doesn't ignore these questions. It answers them through the lens of the afterlife. The Quran repeatedly reminds us, "Every soul will taste death, and you will be given your recompense in full on the day of resurrection." Justice may be delayed, but it is never denied. The afterlife gives hope to the oppressed, dignity to the forgotten, and accountability to the powerful. It reminds us that life is a test, and death is not the end, but a transition to the day after. Real-life guidance, family, finance, ethics. Islam's practicality is unmatched. In family life, Islam encourages mercy and patience, not domination or neglect. "The best of you are those who are best to their families," the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught. In business, Islam promotes trade and innovation, but forbids exploitation. No interest, no deceit, no injustice. In ethics, Islam builds a moral compass rooted not in trends, but in timeless truth, guiding how we eat, speak, interact, and even think. From how we treat animals to how we handle grief, Islam has guidance that's personal, holistic, and deeply human. Spiritual connection and inner peace. One of the most beautiful elements of Islam is the direct connection with God, Allah. No intermediaries, no confession boxes, just you and your Creator, anywhere, anytime. You can return to Him, ask Him to forgive, and call upon Him. The Quran calls itself a healing for what is in the hearts. Many converts to Islam say they found in it something they didn't even know they were missing, a sense of home within the soul. Prayer in Islam isn't just ritual, it's recalibration. 5 times a day, you pause to remind yourself of who you are, where you're going, and who is in control. A religion for all times and places. Islam is not tied to one ethnicity, nation, or culture. It's universal, intellectually, spiritually, and practically. From the deserts of Arabia to the skyscrapers of Manhattan, its message remains the same. Islam encourages critical thinking. Do they not reflect upon the Qur'an? It encourages seeking knowledge, whether in science, philosophy, or the arts. But most of all, Islam invites you to reconcile with your Creator, your fellow human beings, and yourself. It offers you peace, not just as a greeting. Assalamu alaikum means peace upon you, but as a state of being. Because Islam isn't just about living or dying well. It's about living with meaning and dying with hope in the day after. So, if you've ever asked, can faith still be relevant in the modern world? Islam's answer is not just yes, but essentially, beautifully, and absolutely.